Hi artists! Today we're going to talk a little bit about line. So a line can be described as a mark made by a pointed tool like a brush, a pencil, a stick, a pen, etc. And it's even sometimes defined as a moving dot. There are different varieties of lines, and varieties in the thickness of a line creates interest. Some lines are both thick and thin. We call those lines organic or calligraphic lines. And they can be expressive depending on their quality. And a quality can be described with an adjective, such as a nervous line or a soft line, a heavy line, etc. Line is one of our elements of art. I feel like it's the one that we use most often because anytime we start a drawing, we almost always start out with a line. So today we're going to talk about a certain kind of line called a contour line. Now, a contour line is a line that follows the edges of something, sometimes just the outside edges, but I'm going to show you a couple different kinds of contour lines and some ways to make them. So I have a pencil, and I have a ballpoint pen and a marker. We can use any of those to make our lines. So I also have some objects over here on the side, and I thought I would start out with a basic contour line, the kind of contour line that you might use just to draw anything that you want to draw. So I'm going to use this Elmer school glue, and I'm going to lay it down right here on my paper. Now, my angle is a little different from yours, so I'm going to draw what I see. As a matter of fact, maybe I will I'll see that now you don't see it the right way. Okay, well, I'll just do it like this. So if I am drawing this Elmer school glue, I'm going to use some advice, the best drawing advice I ever got in all my years of art and drawing school, and this is the good advice. Draw what you see and not what you know. Sometimes when you're drawing, you're going to say to yourself, oh, well, a leaf looks like this, and you're going to want to draw it that way. But the leaf that you're drawing isn't just any leaf. It's that particular leaf. So you really need to use your eyeballs, okay? Use your eyeballs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my pencil, and I'm going to kind of try to follow over here while I'm drawing. I'm going to try to pretend like I'm taking my pencil and kind of just tracing around the edges. Right? So if I wanted to just go around the outside edge, I would just travel around like this. But there are other edges, right? The edge of this part of the cap, these edges, right? So there are other edges in here. So here I go. I'm going to start. You have to pick a place to start. Maybe I'll just start right here. I think that might be a good place to start. I've heard other people say that it's helpful, right? If you kind of try to, you can use both fingers, right? And try to kind of move them at the same way, right? In unison, and kind of use that as a way to try to, follow your edge. This is a slow drawing. So, and I'm looking at both my, my finger and my drawing, okay? I'm going to come out. Ooh. This is harder than it looks. All right, come down. Now, one thing about a contour drawing, oh, you know what I'm doing? I'm doing wait. Now I'm going to look at this, right? I'm going to pick up my pencil. This is symmetrical. So there's as much on this side as there is on that side. If I'm looking at my drawing, and I kind of check it, I've got more on this side than I do on that side. For this particular one, we can erase. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and bring this over just a little bit more. And then I'm going to come up. And like I said, because it's symmetrical, ooh, this does not look symmetrical. All right, I'm going to come over here. I'm going to come across here. From my angle, it has a slight curve, right? And there's a kind of a curve right here. When you're making your drawing, I'm drawing a little more darkly than you might want to in your initial drawing. Okay, so there's the top. I feel like this could be a little longer actually. Come down a little farther. Ooh. And notice too that I'm not actually sketching. I'm not like, you know, how you do when you sketch and you make all those little lines. My line is continuous. And now I will come and erase this line. And remember, if you draw light until you get it right, then it's a lot easier to erase. So this right here, I can see that this part comes across. Okay, now details are key. Okay, when you're doing your drawing, and oh, I just realized down here, I can kind of see part of the bottom of the glue bottle. So there you go. I'm all about redefining. So there we have that. Okay, the details, right? The details are going to make all the difference. So if I look at this, right, I see that there's kind of an edge right here, but there are all these little, these lines, and I can use my pencil to add those details. I'm not going all the way up to the top because because the lines that I'm drawing don't go to the top. And even here on the lid, this part is smooth, but this part right here also has lines. So I'm going to look at this right here. I'm going to, and then these lines, and take your time, right? You're going to spend all this time doing a lovely drawing. Don't rush through it. Okay, so there's that. And then I can also come in here and draw the edges of the label. Straight down. Mine kind of curves a little bit this way because, like I said, I'm seeing it at a different angle. And, you know, if I want to come in here and do all the details, I certainly could. I'm not going to today, but all right. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Not today, children. Okay, so you can choose any object from around your house and just try giving it you know, try to draw what you see, and get all the details. And then we're going to talk about a continuous contour line next time, and also perhaps a blind contour, and those are so much fun. So grab some items around your house, maybe get some paper, and see what kind of drawings, what kind of details you can get. All right, I will see you next time.